The Blue Army's campaign into their previously held territories was going poorly up until this point. They had taken heavy losses at the beaches, and then even further losses in the ambush within the city. But the Blue Troopers did catch a slight break. A shipment of tan armor landed ashore, along with tank crewmen who were better prepared to operate the immense vehicles. The Blues began to prepare their soldiers and mend the wounded who had been hurt on the beaches of the island, as well as in the inner city. The ambush in the city had forced a retreat backwards into the suburbs where they now made their base. Back on the mainland of the once great plastic nation, Tony stood in front of his new Chaos Brigade with General McLear. The Joint Green Deserters and Tan Volunteer Army was parading for the general. "I'm very impressed with how you have trained your troopers, Tony." "Thank you, sir. I think we are ready to attack the Greys and free Hunter now." "Yes, the time to strike is soon. We've been trying to negotiate with the newly elected Grey leader, but we're getting nowhere fast. We mustn't show our hand quite yet, though. Your force is proving to become quite elite, and if we strike at the right time, then we will catch them by surprise." "Very good. I will continue to train the troopers until you deem the time to be right, sir." On the suburbs of the Blue homeland, the troopers were finally prepared to strike at the city once more. This time, there would be no ambush, just a cut-and-dry battle between the purple entrenched army and the mobile armored Blue army. But if the Blues were to fail one more time, their forces would never be able to go on the offensive again for the remainder of the war. Oh boy, you bad Larrys, we are gonna have some happy folks in the comment section today, because guess what? Army Men Civil War is making a comeback. Rico's Brigade Season 2 has come to an end, and now it is Army Men Civil War's time to shine. So, it has been a while, so I'll give a brief explanation of what happened in the first 2 episodes of this season. If you remember correctly, the Blues landed on the shores of their homeland to try and take it back from the Purples, who took it from them in the end of Season 1. However, the first attack on the shores went very poorly. They did manage to capture it, but took extreme losses in doing so, so they were already weak from the start. Then they came in and attacked this city, but they found no one there, and all of a sudden the Purples sprang a trap on this main road and ambushed the Blues, leaving no survivors. So the Blues essentially were just seriously beaten down, having just a terrible time, but then relief came in the form of tan tanks promised by General McLear, and so all of the tan vehicles here are at the Blues' disposal, and the Blue General Barr basically, took all of the troopers they had remaining here, and this is a last hurrah. This is a last stand by the Blues to see if they can take back their homeland. If not, and they lose this force, then they will be severely crippled, and surely they will be kicked off of their island once more. So this is an important battle here. Either way, they're going to be attacking the Purples, who now fully fortified this city. They've got tanks, they've got AT guns all over the place, they've got infantry all over the place, and they, of course, occupy the entire zone. There are 4 free roaming squads, so these guys will move about how they see fit. They've also stolen some of the tan flamethrower technology, which has been out there for a while, so it makes sense that their scientists figured it out. So the Blues are going to have to watch out for that. But if the Blues can manage to capture this city, they will be in a much better place than they are right now. If they don't, then they will be severely crippled. So without further ado, I'll be right back and we'll get this video started. Alrighty then, you bad Larrys, we're ready to roll, and this massive blue tan war machine is gonna get going. So we're gonna press start, and they're gonna move forward a little bit, and the tanks begin peppering the purple lines with some cannon fodder right now. We're seeing blue soldiers going forward, trying to support. A little bit of fire going on. Tan tanks starting to push forward as well. The tan troop transports are dropping off their men right away. I mean, they know if one purple shell hits their vehicles, they're going down. They're very weak, so they want to get their crew out almost immediately. Look at all these purples back here firing away in their trench lines, getting hit hard by a ton of suppressive fire, a ton of just hits from the blues and tans as the mass of this gigantic army hits them. This is all or nothing. This is desperation by the Blues to take back their homeland. You gotta think, they're probably fighting the hardest they've ever fought right now, the Blues, because they just fought a battle in this very same city where they were absolutely massacred. Barely anyone left standing. A few wounded troopers maybe struggled back to the back lines once more, but you gotta think, they are trying to avenge their wounds, avenge their fallen, and take back their homeland. This is where they were born and raised and played as kids, and these purple invaders are just massacring my boy. So this is definitely going to be an extreme battle in the viewpoint of the Blues, and we can see them fighting very, very hard, along with their tan counterparts. Tan tanks pushing forward, pushing the front lines back, trying to get some early hits on these purple infantry. Meanwhile, the Blues are back here coming in from behind, supporting the tan tanks. Not to mention tan tanks staying behind and supporting the blue infantry. That's always a good thing to see when the tan tanks actually provide cover fire for the infantry troopers who don't have any armor to speak of. So that's always a good thing. So tan's actually playing this very smart, playing a double role of both blitzing forward and getting early licks in and taking the enemy by surprise, while simultaneously leaving enough armor behind to aid their allies who desperately need the aid. We see a few tan cafes up here. They are tracked, but we're not going to enact the tank repair rule quite yet because I don't think it's the time for that. You know, it's way too in the midst of battle. We only do that when the battle in the back has settled down and the tanks can thus be helped out. The purples, though, getting a much more firm hold now. They seem to have stopped the tan advance that was sort of blitzing them, and now they're holding on to their positions a bit more. But here, the blue infantry is finally getting to the trench line and entering into the picture, so they'll be able to play a lot more cleanup on the purples who are left over. Actually, lots of them already getting slaughtered, but more tan tanks and more tan troop carriers coming on in to replace the ones that were already destroyed. So the purples had a victory there, but it was rather short-lived, as now they've got to deal with more. Here comes a few of the Super Pershings in there. They were once a very, very respectable and even dreaded tank in the tan arsenal, but since then they have sort of been overcome by newer technology. So this Super Pershing is becoming more of a standard tank, and the Sherman is becoming a weaker tank. So the Tans need to invent some new stuff to stay on top of their tank game. In fact, here's a bunch of the purple roaming infantry right now shooting some bazookas at the tan tanks. These guys are very clustered together. They all seem to have jumped in the same bunker and then kind of gotten stuck there as the advance from the enemy comes forward. And now we're seeing a mass retreat out of here as the enemies come on through. A few purples remain to try and hold out, but the majority of their comrades have retreated back to past tank trench lines, and it's leaving the ones who straggled behind in the dust. We do have the retreat rule that we can enact for the purples, but I would argue that we'd maybe if we retreat, these guys are just gonna get shot down. That's the problem with the retreat rule in general, is that whenever you're about to do it, the troopers who could get retreated are usually in a position where if you do retreat them, they're gonna die anyway. So we don't enact the retreat rule when that happens, but you know, when they'd be more effective in the position they're at right now. So we're not gonna do that. All right, blue infantry really pushing forward here. This entire building going down. Hopefully it doesn't crush any blues behind. Doesn't look like it did. Okay, good. More tanks coming on in. These troop transports really being an effective weapon here. I imagine after they've been battle tested in this battle, we'll see a lot more use out of them from all factions because of just how effective they have been. Lots of tanks up here. It's turning into a bit of a tank graveyard right now. There is a purple Panzer tank in this sort of tank trench divot here that's managing to get a lot of shots in. And look, it's just guarded by this sand and dirt and ground, which is acting as a sponge shield. So the Tans aren't really able to hit much on the tank except for the top, which is a very small and difficult target to hit. So this tank is in a very, very good position here. These trench lines for the purples, though, slowly getting absolutely destroyed. Lots of the free roamers trying to retreat back into the inner city, but dying as a result. They are not playing it too smart. Here comes a couple of tanks up here, trying to challenge this Panzer that's in the dirt. We'll see if they manage to get the kill on it. It's going to be a tough tank to take out. That's the nice thing about these tank trenches, is that they make one tank like worth at least 3 tanks, you know? They just double the effectiveness of one single tank, which is ultimately very, very impressive. Oh, look at this. McChaffee over here. Running around, maybe? No, it didn't quite get that purple tank. A couple of blue infantry over here, too. Helping out. Helping their tanks. Providing some support. This Sherman did eventually get killed. Alright, this one's just going through the fountain. Okay. What on earth is happening? Alright, blue infantry coming in from behind, too. There's still a lot of them left over, too, which is good to see. And a lot of troop transports left, too. It looks like some of them came up onto this hill to try and, like, shoot down or something like that. That's a good idea. Hugging these waterfronts, too. Giving them a nice natural barrier where the enemy can't flank from, which is good. Yeah, lots of purples around here on the right, though, waiting for those blues to round that corner and then spray them down. The purples are taking some heavy losses here, but they've still got a strong defense. I mean, they've still got all of the inner city, where arguably the fighting is going to be the absolute hardest for the oncoming blue troopers. So the purples still got a lot in store for them. Oh, this tank got absolutely massacred by this Panzer, which is just surrounded by blue infantry who don't have any bazookas or anything like that with which to take it out. So they're sort of just like around here. Oh my god, the earth has caught fire due to these tanks going down. This McChaffee is coming to face it, but it's got a broken turret, so it can't really kill this thing. Are there seriously no bazooka troopers around here? I mean, they've got this thing surrounded. They've got it dead to rights. Like, this thing should not be alive. Where are the bazooka? Yeah, the bazooka troopers tend to stay in the very back. We'll send this guy forward to just deal with it for the blues. Also, we can enact the tank repair rule here. Any tanks that are in need of any repairs can thus be repaired right now. That one's actually already being repaired. Good job, man. Yeah, there's all these blue bazooka troopers just sort of hanging out in the back. Alright, so tank repair rule is going down right now as we speak. Oh my god, this Panzer is just massacring so many blues in this position, and there's still 0 blues. So, okay, there we go. There's the bazooka trooper we were looking for, and he blew up this tank and took with it a bunch of blue soldiers. Lots of them getting up from that concussive blast, though, which is good to see. Here we go. This McChaffee is going forward. It's still got the damaged turret, and, I mean, it's too far forward now for us to repair it without the tank crew dying, so we can't really do anything to help it. It is being covered by this troop carrier. There is another Panzer tank forward over here, which could be devastating for the Tans if not taken care of. It's trying to search him for a shot here. Boom! Takes the shot. Did it get a hit on anything? No, it doesn't seem to have. Look at these blues over here in the water, fighting away. Beautiful. See what I did there? This is a good pun. Ha. I'm just kidding, it was terrible. Alright, the massive infantry push seems to be going down in the middle for the blues, though it's resulting in quite a number of bodies presenting themselves. They need to hug the walls a bit more. They're not doing too much to protect themselves when they're out in the open. I think they're figuring that out now and starting to get into the buildings themselves. The purples have a tight defensive situation going on here, so that's why we're seeing so many blue deaths. If you remember from the last episode, this church area was a high point of contention for both sides. It resulted in a lot of deaths for both. Looks like this purple Panzer got killed at some point during the battle there, and that leaves only one purple Panzer left alive. One piece of tank equipment for the purples to claim as their own. And it's already gotten a lot of kills over here. Look at all these destroyed tanks and troop carriers, victims of that thing. Look at this tan tank crewman running forward with his Magnum, trying to get some kills, trying to help it. It died. He died. Cool. Alright, Blues moving in over here on the church position. Still taking losses, but getting some fire out nicely, which is good. Alright, grenading going on. That was a nice grenade. But it looks like it wasn't very effective. I think it landed short of these guys who were its intended victim. Alright, more grenading. Actually, this time coming from the purples onto the blues. Blowing up. Getting maybe a kill or two there. Yeah, this is going to be intense fighting. If there's any position where I would say the blues could get totally massacred by the purples and just get destroyed this battle, it'd be right here. If the blues lose too many men in this position, it's game over for them. They're donezo, you know? They gotta maximize their potential here. This purple soldier in this window up here is getting grenaded. Looks like he might have gotten a few kills here and there, so blues are probably pretty worried about him. Ooh, this guy died behind the street lamp there. Oh, a couple of purples running around here. Looks like free roamers are still alive and sort of skirting around the edges of the map, doing some guerrilla tactics against the blues. That's insane. And there's still a lot of purples also just sort of chilling in various positions, getting fire out. Ugh, this is a tough battle right now. This is where it comes down to it. This is where boys become men. This is for all the marbles. Blues still proceeding forward. Now they're on a roll here, though. Now they've gotten their fire consolidated. They took out these purples who were causing them so much trouble, and they're maximizing all of their fire onto their enemies here. So this could be it for the purple defense. These two getting highly suppressed by just a row of blues out there. They're getting a little bit of chiclet fire out there. Maybe they're getting a kill or two, but they're going down. This is the end, I believe, for the purple defense here on the left. We'll check out the right in just a minute here. Yeah, this guy's getting surrounded. If he doesn't pop up, yeah, he got grenaded. He's diving out of the way. Still alive. Oh, he died. Yeah, if he had popped up, maybe he would have gotten a kill or two, but no. Oh, man. Okay, so let's see. The right side for the purples is still alive, though, and there is still this Panzer over here. It's getting assaulted by a few tan tanks. Seems to be aware of the situation and handling it, though. Lots of purple soldiers still alive over here, too, amongst the buildings. This guy's got a bazooka. He could get some kills if he tries hard. Looks like one Sherman over here going down early. But now the blues, since they've taken the right side over here, they could cut left and help out. So let's see, how many purples are left alive? Actually, there's still a scattering of purples around here. This guy's like in this street vent. This guy's alive over here, actually hitting the blues with some bazooka fire. This guy's also in a street vent that got covered up by a tan tank. Alright, so we'll see how he does. Another street vent trooper. These guys are all over the place. And then there's some free roamers back here. And the blues right now are trying to take care of some free roamers over here. There's a street vent guy! Boy, there's another street vent guy here. I have a feeling the blues aren't able to kill them, so maybe we'll take them out of the street vents if we can. Yeah, all of the purples who are behind blue lines right now are street vent guys. So we're just gonna take everyone out of the street vents or sewer drains, whatever you want to call them, because I do believe it's a cheap position. So we'll take them out, but we're not gonna move them into places where they'll get killed. Well, I tried to get that guy behind cover, but he didn't move. But like this guy's behind this building now, so he's safe. If they're in a street vent, we're gonna try and position them in places where they won't instantly get shot. But it's cheap for them to be in there. So there we go. We've removed them all from the street vent so they can go on fighting, but not be in a glitch position where blues can't kill them. Because apparently you're just unable to. Not to mention there's still this purple tank here that has yet to be taken care of by the blues. Oh! Oh, okay. What is happening? Oh, the purple tank interfered! This guy had given up, but the purple tank helped him out. Now they're getting some blue kills here. My god, man. Ooh, yeah, lots of death going on right now. These blues are not too happy about it either. These free roamers over here taking some pot shots too at the blues. Trying their darndest to slow them down, slow down their advance. They're getting a lot of kills. Oh, the tan tank crewman gets shot. Oh, there we go. That MG trooper was finally smart enough to just peep around the corner. But this Panzer's still blocking this area, and the blues aren't able to do anything about it because they don't have any bazooka troopers forward. Where are all the blue bazooka troopers? Boys. Yeah, for some reason bazooka soldiers always stay in the back, so we'll just push them forward, I suppose, here. Or like these tanks, too. Whoever needs repairs, just repair. That's the order going down the line right now. We'll just repair all tanks. Still a few purples left alive around here. Seems like there's one maybe in this building. Where is this guy? Oh yeah, there's a bazooka trooper right there. And then over here, that was one of the vent dudes. Over here is another vent dude. Over here is a vent dude who's like, is he able to come out of this thing? Yeah, he crawled out. Okay, cool. So he's still alive. And then we got 3 troopers over here and a panzer. Versus maybe 20 or 30 blue soldiers and a handful of blue tanks. So could be something. There's that purple tank. Out of all the blue soldiers I called forward, only one is left alive. I wonder if vent guy over here killed him. That'd be kind of interesting. Here we go. He's coming forward. And the blue soldier's coming in behind him, too. Let's see. Boy. Oh, he missed! He missed his shot! Purple tank seems to be lining up a shot himself. It's a standoff. It's a Mexican standoff. Boy. Dude. Shoot. Dude. 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 What? What was that? He didn't even kill it. You were standing right in front of it. Boy. What on earth? Did he kill it that time? He hit it for sure. It's still alive. Oh. Did he kill it this time? No, it's still alive. Oh, there we go. The crew bailed out. Oh, and he got domed in the cranium. Cranium. There's one purple soldier alive over here. I kind of want to Oh, is he stuck? Oh, no, he's not stuck. I want to Rambo him for fun. Na-na-na. Na-na-na. Because this is clearly a blue victory now. Yeah, Nope! Didn't work. Yeah, so there's only 3 purple soldiers left alive. One of which is a bazooka soldier. Let's see if we can Rambo this guy. There we go, there's a kill. Oh, yeet, yeet, yeet. You have to understand, this is just for fun. Like, don't get salty for me controlling units at this point, because it's clear the 3 purples cannot take on 40 blues, no matter how good of soldiers they are. It's just not gonna happen. Ah, yeah, he died. It's tough controlling them sometimes, direct controlling. Alright, we got one more dude with a rifle. And then there's a bazooka trooper too, so we can do him. And then we'll go over the death toll for this video. Oh, turn around, buddy. There's a soldier. Nope. Oh my god, he got cranium vibranium. Yeah, there's one bazooka trooper here. Take aim. No, he missed. Or I missed, I guess, rather. Come on, reload, reload. Finish reloading. No! Oh, I was trying to fire. Okay, so blues did end up gaining that victory they so desperately needed here, but at quite a cost. So yellow are dead blue soldiers, red are dead purple soldiers, and it was a massacre for the blues. Let's be real here. They lost tons of tan tanks. They lost tons of blue soldiers. They got the smackdown onto them. This was a tough battle, with very few troops actually remaining and very few tanks actually remaining, but they did take the city, so now they have a better foothold on the land. That is their homeland. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Comment and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.